mystery case has emerged and authorities are working to find the source. Reporter Elias joins us now from Melbourne. Elias, g'day. Yeah, so in that media conference this morning, hearing the names of the MCG and Chadstone Shopping Centre, Boxing Day sales and the second day of the test are really kind of busy, probably some of the busiest places in Australia at those moments. But it's important to keep in mind that this person was probably not infectious at that time.
That's right. So the Deputy Chief Health Officer, Alan Chen, says health authorities are working to see whether he acquired the virus at those locations. But as you mentioned, Victoria's run of no mystery cases is now over, with that man in his 30s testing positive to coronavirus, and authorities are desperately trying to track the source of this virus and unfortunately say that it could be another cluster developing here in Victoria. Now, this person's close contacts are isolating, with one of them sick and awaiting a test result. Now, in terms of where this person may have acquired it from, as you said, there's two potential acquisition locations. One's the MCG, the other is the Boxing Day sales at Chadstone. So at the MCG, he attended that Boxing Day test on the 27th of December. He sat in the Great Southern Stand in Zone 5, that's the 4th level, and he was sitting amongst 8,000 other people. Now, contact tracers are now going through that mammoth task of contacting every single one of them, and every single one of those people needs to go and get a test. So it could be said that the testing system could be under strain today. However, Jerome Weimar, the testing commander, says it should be able to hold up. As well as that, he attended the Boxing Day sales at Chadstone Shopping Centre from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now, he attended 10 different stores there, including the H&M. When people have been to Chadstone will know that's a massive store as well. The Superdry store there, as well as Culture Kings and Levi's. But as I mentioned, the Deputy Chief Health Officer says he wasn't infectious at that time. He's been isolating since the 31st of December and only developed symptoms on the 30th. Let's have a listen to Alan Cheng.
Reinforce this person was not infectious at the Boxing Day sales or the MCG. We're worried more about who might have given him infection at that time. So for people that were present at both of those and are being asked to test, they don't need to quarantine for the full period.
And Elias, what's the latest on Victoria's back to work plan?
Well, initially the plan was, Joe, that the public service, which is the city's biggest employer, would return to work, or 25% of that workforce would be returning to work as of next Monday, and 50% would be returning on February the 8th. For the commercial workforce, 50% was set to return as of next Monday. And as we know, Victorians have been working from home for almost a year now. However, due to this latest outbreak in the Bayside suburbs, as well now as potentially another cluster developing in Victoria with one mystery case, the acting Premier, Jacinta Allen, says that they'll now pause that and health authorities will determine when that workforce will return to the office within that sort of week to 2 week period.
I think the border arrangements are very clear, and I think they're well understood by the majority of our border communities. So people who reside and have permanent residence in both sides of the border communities can travel more freely. And if there's any uncertainty around that, then we can provide advice on a case-by-case basis.
That was Jerome Weimar talking about the testing as well as the border situation as well, Joe. So just on that, 3,400 people have applied for border exemptions. These are people stranded in New South Wales trying to get back into Victoria. Now, as you heard him mention just there, there's also people in the border communities saying that the rules around that are a bit confusing, but Jerome Weimar saying it's pretty clear, and people in that border area can apply for permits. Now, he's said that they're prioritising those urgent applications. There's 30 to 40 people triaging the massive amount of applications for people to get back into Victoria. But so far it seems as if that there's a huge backlog of those applications and it might take them a while to work through them.
OK, Elias reporting there from Melbourne.